Welcome back to another edition of Fly Tying for Beginners. Today we're going to tie the wet fly version of a Griffith's Gnat. The hook I have in the vise is a size 14. This is a wet fly nymph hook. It is 3 extra heavy and 2 extra long. I'm going to start out by sizing my wing, and I have a duck quill from a right and a left wing. I'm going to take that quill and you touch the quill to the shank and stick the point through, and then slide it off. And here we have the size of the wing. I'm going to take the other one and slide that off, and we have the width of the wing once again. Now, since this is a wet fly, I'm going to add a little bit more weight to it. I'm going to use 10 thousandths lead wire, and I'm going to cover the shank. The Griffith's Gnat dry fly is a fantastic fly. I say it all the time. It's probably responsible for probably 50% of the fish that I catch. It's just that good. So I'm going to tie one in a wet fly version here. We're going to use, I'm using 70 denier black thread. We're going to keep that lead in the middle, attach the thread behind the eye. We're going to keep that lead in the middle of the shank, more or less. I'm going to push that up there a little bit if I could. There we go. I'm going to get rid of that excess. We're going to use a rib on this, and the rib is going to be an extra fine silver wire. This is stainless steel, and I like the silver for the color. You can use a copper wire if you'd like that color. And tie that in and leave that on the side for the moment. I'm going to take a pair of Peacock Herl, and I'm going to tie these in by the tip. I'm going to break off the very tip of them. I'm going to tie these in and leave that tag in the length of the body, and then you won't have any trimming to do. We're going to go ahead and tie this down. Go back and forth over that lead a couple of times so that the hackle or the Peacock Herl doesn't fall in. And we're going to go ahead and wrap the Peacock Herl. Make a nice full body there. We get it to the top, we're going to tie that off. Fold those back. Tie those in, and you can break it off. Now I have a Grizzly saddle hackle, and I'm going to stand these up at 90-degree angle. Just go ahead and pull down on them. And I'm going to remove the hackle. When I tie it in, I want the concave side to the shank. And I'm going to remove the hackles from the top of the stem. I got that clean, and I have a little bit of a haircut there. We're going to tie it in, like I said, concave side to the shank, or the hackles, barbels on the down side. Now we're going to take the hackle and we're going to give it one whole wrap at the front. And then we're going to palmer it towards the rear. And you can see the hackle barbels are actually going towards the rear here. Yep, let me get, I wanted a little bit wider on that. There we go. We'll bring that right to the back. And now we're going to take our wire and we're going to secure the hackle with the wire. Change my hackle pliers to the wire. And we're going to palmer that wire back up through it. Nice thing about wire, if it's your hackle plier slips off, you're not going to lose it. And we'll bring that right up to the front. Oh, there we go. And we're going to tie that off. I'm going to go ahead and helicopter this off. We can trim away the excess on the rear. I got a few of them sticking out forward. I'm just going to throw a half hitch in there with the half hitch tool. Just push those hackles to the rear and secure that. Now we take our two duck quill slips and I have them together so that there's no space between them. And we're going to measure this off. We're going to leave the tip of that just slightly longer than the body. Going to hold them, make a soft loop, pull it straight down, and go ahead and secure that. I'm going to lift up the front. I'm going to wrap in front of it. And now I'm going to remove the excess. Cut that nice and close. And by lifting that up and wrapping in front of it, it pins it under so that you could get a pretty nice close cut. We're going to tie off the head. Take our whip finish. Go ahead and remove that thread. And we'll give it some head cement. And here we have a Griffith's Gnat wet fly. Hope that you learned something from this video. Hope you would subscribe to my channel. Please refer me to your friends. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and most of all, thank you very much for watching my videos.